Hello and welcome back to Victoria 3. This is probably going to be the final episode of our Ireland run. We have gone from a small colony of the United Kingdom to the number one power in the world, having the largest economy, one of the largest populations, really just a lot of growth, taking over a good part of the British Islands, taking over part of the Middle East, much of Oceania, and a good chunk of Africa as well. So with this episode, I think I'm going to make it run about an hour, and I'm going to try to get to 100 million people, see what I can do. I think that's going to be the last episode because in this current version of Victoria 3, we're running into some of those late game performance issues, and those are only going to get worse from here on out, so I'm going to do what I can. And I'm going to, after this episode, wrap it up and then start looking forward to playing on the new patch once that comes out. So as I look at how we're going to try to get to those 100 million people, first, I'll take an alliance with Scandinavia. We're going to need to conquer something big, I think. Let's increase the taxes a little bit just to make sure we're not running a deficit here. And where are we facing on the Piedmont front? It looks like this might be a bug, so I'm not going to really worry about that one. That's not my fight. Man, there's a lot of notifications here. I'm really looking forward to the reduction in notification spam that we're going to get with the new patch. Some of the best places we can get to conquer are going to be in China, just because of the population numbers. And I think just about everywhere else in the world is already one of my interests. So the first thing, we've got a pretty solid army. I'm going to build up the Navy a little bit. We've got quite a few buildings queued in our construction queue, so it's not going to come quick, but we'll get these queued up, just a few more, to make sure that we can support those invasion fleets. Let's make sure we have adequate generals here. Could use another one in the North Sea, or at least promote somebody, and we could use one in Indochina. So let's see, who in the North Sea could be promoted? Let's promote Con Taylor to a level 4. There we go. So I think that should take up most of ours. We have a big bureaucracy deficit here. I wonder why. I'm going to take care of that one right away. Yeah, we've got a lot of unemployed in Leinster. Just a couple in Cameroon. Spread these out, make sure we've got good employment opportunities in a lot of different states. And I'm really looking forward to this next patch. A few of the things I have complained about in this playthrough are getting actively patched. Like needing to manually go build railroads everywhere. That's going to get taken care of. So that when you start to run an infrastructure deficit, it will automatically upgrade your railroads in that province. So that's going to be super helpful. Just a lot less clicking around and micromanagement. Don't have tanks yet. We do have radios. I think our urban centers are all upgraded. Let's see. That makes it worse. How does this make it? Nah, that'll do it. All right, so our army is in pretty good shape, I think. Still recruiting more. So Suzhou, Jiangsu, was it Fujian is the other super populous one. Can we, I wonder if our relations are getting too good, so we can't, why can't we do a diplomatic play here? Let's see. Their attitude might be too good, I guess. They're cold, so you would think that was enough. No possible diplomatic play. So we are actually lined up here against Italy. And Italy is somehow far more powerful than France. Do I want to fight this? Guess I kind of have to. I don't know if I have much of a choice here. So we'll mobilize some armies. England HQ as well. And I think we'll just let the English bash their armies against this. Because when they're attacking, they're just at such a disadvantage attacking. And our navies, let's see, we can send someone to raid. If we raid in here, in the Mediterranean, start bothering the Italians. Yeah, look how slow that time is advancing. I saw a couple of videos people posted of the new patch. I haven't downloaded the patch. I'm still playing on the old version. Just because I want to keep this run going. Get it through. But it looks much faster. I think so far everything I've seen about the new patch looks really good. So on this front, we've got our one army. Oh, let's advance this, yeah. Against really no Italian armies. So I'll happily advance that one. How are market prices looking for things? We need fish, wine, wood, coffee. I'm sure we can build some more fishing stuff. But we actually are starting to run a little low on people in some provinces. Not in the lowlands, though. We have plenty of people there. I've actually got quite a few people employed now. I wonder where they all went. But we've now got a lot of fish going up. So then how's this war looking? We have behaviorism, less bureaucracy, cost, more influence. That's fine. So their war support is actually higher than ours. Wonder how that's going to do for us. Any battles here? Yes, we've got a battle in the Western Mediterranean Sea. And our navy is getting wrecked. Wonder why. We have monitors against their monitors. They just have lots more of them. I guess I've never really built up my navy too much. I've more focused on my army. So any other armies that I've actually mobilized here? No. Wonder where they went. Some of my generals must have died, perhaps? Because I have far too many armies just standing around. And I think this one is the one I just recruited. Let's see which ones we can push on here. I'll push on that front. I don't really want to send my troops to Africa right now. I guess I don't have a good reason for that. I'm thinking it would be too far away and harder to supply. But I don't know if that's really that much of a consideration in this game. So they just had a huge victory, holding the line against the Italians. The French have been our buddies all through this. I don't think we fought against the French, but we've had the French as allies quite often, especially against the British. wonder why diplomatic plays aren't possible. Is it because I'm already at war? Ooh, we now have the fascist party. 1912, we're already getting some fascist influence. Don't think I want to go fascist in this run, though I think it would be kind of a fun run to just be the worst country possible, even if it has negative effects on actual gameplay. I think that could be fun. So here we actually have some people to employ, but we don't in a lot of our other provinces now. Like when you look at this, we've got some in Leinster. Munster, not a ton. Connaught, we have some. Ulster, wow, 538,000. So that's plenty. Making sure we've got everything we can on auto expand. Furniture's never bad. I feel like you're always in need of more furniture. So we've got concrete fortifications, and I think that's going to enable us to research tanks. Which I don't really have a good reason for, but I think it would just be fun to have them. I think we're going to have to fight through this battle, this war. Let's see, any war goals? Nope, none against me. I'm out. I don't really have a reason. Now, can I... There we go. Now we can justify conquering a state. And Fujian is the state I'm going to take. We'll have France and Scandinavia on our side. Korea may side with them. All right, Scandinavia abandoned us. France abandoned us. Burma abandoned China. So let's add some war goals. Let's conquer some extra states. How does Zhejiang look? Please forgive my Chinese pronunciation. That is not a language I knew anything about. Jiangxi. Let's add Jiangxi. Just need to find it now. There we go. They are worried. Why is that? Relative military strength. So we do have a much, much stronger military. Let's check out that North Sea HQ. We don't have that many units here. Yeah, this guy needs to be promoted a few times. Not because he deserves it, but because we need him to command more troops. So I don't have a convenient place to launch an attack from. I'm going to have to do a naval landing. Which happens. Can I add another war goal? Maybe force them to liberate Formosa? Yeah, that could be a fun one. I'm also thinking of doing a run sometime where I go through manually, and all the great powers, I manually release all of their countries as free subjects to weaken the great powers and maybe just shake up power dynamics a little bit. I think that could be an interesting one. For the next run, if you have any ideas of countries you think I should play through in the new patch, let me know. I think that would be fun to hear what you all think, what countries you're having fun playing, especially if you are on the new patch already. Let me know how that's playing for you. So we are facing a lot of enemies here. Our friends bailed on us. We're going to be facing the Italians. We're going to be facing Korea, Joseon, which I'm guessing is an older name for Korea. We're at 74.9 million people. We're going to need to conquer to get to that 100 million mark. Or get to it in any decent amount of time anyway. we've got more radicals now. I think part of that, probably a good part of that, is because I raised taxes. All right, we've got more hardwood throughput. That's big, because I know that's something that's been expensive for us. So the fascists are gaining power. But we can get the industrialists in power now with the Liberal Party. And I think, yeah, they're the ones I wanted in power for a long time, because they can give us the free trade law, I believe. Yes, that is what we needed. Hopefully we can push that through. Let's also check these institutions, see if we can get, yeah, fewer radicals, fewer turmoil penalties. So it looks like the Italians lost that war against France. Now, I believe after I looked at it, when you mobilize units, they stay in their regional HQ. So these guys are mobilizing from Bangkok. They will stay with that. I think I have an Indochina HQ. They won't join up with my North Sea HQ. So we'll get a bunch of units to start mobilizing there. A strike. Let's... If you had to suppress it, I think. Let's mobilize everybody. All right. The industrialists like it. We got some lessons from strike breaking. Good. So we completed that. We are facing a decent deficit here, but it'll be okay. We've got some gold saved up. Let's see where else we have a bunch of people. Just build some more barracks. It'll be good to have those, especially for this conflict, because we're going to be massively outnumbered. All right, war has broken out. So we're going to be fighting the Italians and the Chinese. Those are the two toughest ones we'll be fighting. So what's my biggest navy here? Let's see. Yeah, and we just have the Oceania HQ. So let's do a naval invasion of Fujian. And I think Khan Taylor is one of my bigger armies. So we'll get that invasion kicking off. And if we get that one started, then we'll be able to bring in our other armies to reinforce. There we go. Now we see some of these conscripts starting to trickle in. And we've got a lot more to go still. Let's grant some special powers to police. Have 20 days until we can land that naval invasion. I have no idea what we're going to do with all these people. I just don't know if there's the mechanics in the game to handle that many people working. I guess so. If there's a ton of... let's force the issue through. If there's a lot of arable land there. All right, looks like we're going to be able to make it. We should be able to break through this defense, get our troops on the ground. And then once we do that, let's see. Oh, we've got two fronts here. Two battles going on. We can get these guys on the ground and start to push through South China. Let's see, I'll leave my England HQ in place. Let's bring Indonesia over. I want to have a few armies ready to respond when the Italians try to start something. And then on the Navy side, I think we're going to have to defend some trade routes in this area. Weird. Okay. Looks like it somehow started 2 separate battles and no one's there. I wonder why I'm not just deploying automatically once we get the, we won those 2 battles. It should have landed them. Okay, so they don't have any troops there yet. Their troops are going to get there before mine. But hopefully with my troops getting there, we can stabilize that front. We now have free trade. Excellent. No tariffs, no bureaucracy cost, and we get more competitiveness for each free trade. Marketplace of the world. Let's sell. We can export. I'm still a little baffled by this this landing issue and how we just completely lost that. So we'll do it again. We'll do a naval invasion. Maybe try Shaozu. And do the same thing. That's weird, I think. Because we won the initial battle. And why do I have so many battalions in reserve? Don't have anyone for Southern Africa HQ. And the North Sea HQ, we just need to promote somebody. And I have a very serious deficit right now. Where is all that money going? Military buildings, looks like it. And then construction goods. No, it's not construction goods. I wonder if it just took off my tariff revenue, and that's what's doing it. Okay, so with these battles, I should be fine. We're winning these battles. We should be able to get troops landed. Hopefully. If we actually win this battle, there we go. All right, so now we have troops actually on the ground. Let's get more. Got a lot of troops we can pump into this front. And the casualty numbers for the Chinese are going to look insane. We're losing over 10,000 in this battle, and we've lost short of 2,000. And that's just with one of our armies. We have 3 more inbound. And here we're winning this one. Our armies are pretty advanced. We have good tech. We have good leaders. Got a lot of migration. Let's see what I can do about this budget issue. Tax porcelain. That'll generate some revenue. And on the market, what am I gonna see here? We need artillery and we need planes. Oh, we could build both of those. Ulster has plenty of people. Just gonna build these where we already have them so that we'll hopefully get a little bit of that efficiency bonus. Those are the 2 most expensive things. Wine, can't do much about. Explosives, that's going to come from chemical plants. And lowlands are full of peasants, so we can hopefully get some of them making explosives instead. And we're holding out on the defensive here. Still 10-1 casualties. Let's see how this looks in the war overall when we look at casualties. 57,000 dead to short of 9,000 dead. So we set our terms. We'll conquer these. Let's liberate Formosa for now also. Police brutality. I'm going to say it's warranted. I don't want to lose a level in our institution there. So we have an offensive that's getting broken off. Just weren't able to overpower the Chinese in Guangxi. Although maybe not. Maybe we can turn this around. Yeah. They're getting worn down now. Look at that. Cathal Daily saved the day. And we captured 18 provinces. I think that's because of our support we have. We have planes now. And I think that's the main one that affects it, where you can capture more provinces per battle won. Here we go, look at that. 221 offense. He's an expert offensive planner. And they've got just 40 defense. So no wonder we're winning these so handily. They're still at negative 253 to accept our war goals. I'm willing to not liberate Formosa if that's going to get me to a quicker resolution. I just want to hit my 100 million pop, and I'll be happy. We've already gone up to 77 from 69, I think, when we started. So I think this is counting it as two separate fronts. Let's add an army to this other one. Italy capitulated, who I forgot we were even fighting. Very standard World War I stuff. And let's have this guy raid some convoys. I know that naval warfare could have a huge impact, especially if you're hitting the supply convoys, because then you can't, it'll kill your market access, and that'll just wreck your whole economy. But I probably, because of that, with that said, I don't think I pay enough attention to Navy. I know there's a lot more I can do with this. There we go, we're going to win this battle as well. Another 10,000 dead on the Chinese side, and captured 15 provinces. So we've got a sizable chunk of southern China right now. I wonder what Shandong's like. We got some decent population growth. All right, we have armor. Now, I'm not going to switch to that right now because we're in the middle of a war, and that would just be really crush our abilities. Let's go with modern financial instruments. That's going to help our minting and reduce our interest rate, which now we have some pretty significant debt, so I would love to have a lower interest rate. These Tibetan troops are actually better than the Chinese ones we were facing, despite being a smaller country. So I wonder if the Chinese have recently changed their troop types or something that's making them worse. So we have a native uprising against us. I'm not worried about it. We could just send our smallest army down there. Let's see who... Oh, I'm on Navy, that's why. Yeah, I could just send the La Plata HQ. And they'll be able to manage that one. So we are capturing big chunks of China with each battle. Which is good. This is a big country. I would not want to capture it one little chunk at a time. They're at 210. Let's see how that changes. Oh, it goes to 160 if we leave out Formosa. I think I'm going to press through, though. I'm going to keep pushing on this one. They've got to be starting to run low on troops. An alliance with the US? Yeah, I think so. I don't think we're really going to be opposed to each other here. The bigger threat is that they drag me into a war I don't want to be in. Got rubber in Costa Rica. I really should be watching my building queue closer, because we are not using all of it. Let's see. I'm sure there are disasters in here. More battalions in reserve, flotillas in reserve, inactive trade routes. Let's see. What can I do? What should I build? Silk, that comes with our synthetics. Sugar, you can see, I'm sure we can grow sugar somewhere. Got some peasants here. Yeah, we can start farming those out. I just wish this screen showed unemployed as well as peasants. That would make it so much easier to plan where you're going to place things. I'm curious to see how they develop the warfare system. I know not too many people really like it. It leaves a lot to be desired, feels way too hands-off. I understand not wanting to micromanage each front, but it seems like there's a lot more that could be done with it, especially for how important warfare was in this time period. Even something like, I saw someone post, maybe on Reddit, like a Hearts of Iron 4 style, where you can at least have different fronts and draw battle plans. Something like that, at least, so you can aim to take a certain province, especially if it's a war goal. Something like that would make sense. Just a little more control over it is what I would like. So let's see how they're doing. Still at negative 200 for accepting my deal. Wonder what we'd have to do to get them more on board. The dead, we have lost many more due to attrition than in battle. And so have they. We're still pushing. I feel like we should be able to push faster with how many armies we have there. Might be able to do another naval invasion. Could try it. Let's try it. Get this over with faster. Invade Beijing? I think so. What else can I build? I'm sure livestock ranches will be good just to get some people employed. For resources, you will never not need coal. Iron, will always need iron. Oil, we will always need oil. I think we could use some more logging camps. That could be a good one. Cross-border investments? Yeah, let's do it. I'm not opposed to it. 10 days until we get to invade Beijing. So Burma dropped out. Good. And let's see, our war support's still looking good. We can get them lower by not pushing on Formosa, but I'm not going to do that yet. Winning more battles. Nothing more I can really do here. We captured 17 provinces there. And yes, we are moving on this northern front. What do they want? Oh, okay, this is our other colonial war. Yes, we can do that. And we'll send another army to that northern front. I'm hoping having two fronts that we're pushing on is going to accelerate things. Because this got more negative. They got more war support somehow. I don't know how that's going to work. They've got a pretty straightforward way to end this war. They don't have to fight it. They could just surrender. A white peace? No. That's not going to happen. Bold strategy, though. Their only hope is that I click the wrong button there, because I'm definitely in charge of this one. They have more troops, but I'm winning by a long shot. Even up north. Their troops are just so low quality. I wonder if they've just not researched any tech. Yeah, line infantry. How are they still on line infantry? I figured better tech would have at least just spread there passively, even if they didn't actually research it. So we've got a big battle here. And we're getting more immigration. You know, it's possible we're going to hit that 100 million without these Chinese provinces. But I still want them. Mass propaganda, good. All right, so we've got another front. I'll send the someone from the Indonesia HQ there to hold off the other front. What do we got to do? There we go. Now it's starting to crack. Okay, I see their war support. They're losing war support. We did it. They capitulated. These two regions look great as part of Ireland. And it looks like we saw the classic bug there with no ports. So we'll get some ports built right away. And yeah, absolutely massive amounts of arable land. So what do they need? Tools. We're going to have a lot of tools here from just that absurd amount of arable land. I'm going to set these to auto expand. Make sure these are all to the right methods. Those tools are. Yeah, silk plantations are good. I know that's going to be good for our clothing industry. Get English people migrating to Lancashire. Seems a bit redundant, but okay. We're gonna, once we get this port up, this province is going to boom. We got tobacco, tea, livestock, rice. That's gonna be a big one. And let's see, what should I put here? Put a university in, just because we've got so many people. And we are now at 135 million. And it will cost over 5,000 bureaucracy to incorporate them. Let's be friends with Formosa. They owe us one. We'll defend them against any attacks, in case the Chinese get any funny ideas. That would cost over 7,000. Let's see how we rank in population now that we just acquired two super populous provinces. We were getting close. We're still in third, but we were getting close to the top. If I was going to play this all the way through to 1936, I think we would make it. There's really not a lot of infrastructure here. Not much was built. Oh, we've got to get the taxation capacity up in this province. Once we get a port built. Because right now it has no access to the market. So we can't get any of those input goods through. What should be now? There we go. Now we've got a port. So these things should start to become profitable. And being that we're auto-expanding them, I'm guessing they'll build out pretty quick. All right, we've got financial instruments coming through. Macroeconomics, more trade volume. I don't know if I really want more trade volume right now. Oil turbine could be good. Dough rollers, I don't know. I don't really know what I need anymore. Kind of past that point where I don't need stuff. Let's just build 10 each of these plantations. 20 for rice. That's going to be just so many. And what do we do next? I'm not too sure. We hit that goal of 100 million quicker than I thought because I was able to conquer parts of China. Infamy's getting a little high. Wonder if I can start to turn down taxes a little bit. I'd like to do that. But I think losing that tariff revenue hurt me. Who's number 2 in the world? Oh, pasteurization. Germany. They're actually getting kind of close in terms of prestige. I don't like it. Which German state should be part of Ireland? Hanover? Hanover's kind of already taken. East Prussia? I wouldn't mind a little Baltic port. Oh yes, we can upgrade our army now with tanks. That's development. Make sure these are all set to the right ones. I think it's the Chinese ones that messed us up. Chemical weapons. We're not capturing as much. I think I still like machine gunners. They're more defensive though. Infiltrators might be good. And yeah, when we go to mechanized infantry, then we get tanks. Aerial reconnaissance. Infiltrators. We are set. We can go to dreadnoughts for our navy. And then we can start building tanks in our military factories. Make sure we've got our urban centers all set up. I think I saw in one of the, not quite a dev diary, so one of the teasers or something for the new patch, that they had more automation here around, when you capture a province, that its building is kind of set to your default. Something with the defaults being easier to manage. Let's see how Fujian's doing. Oh, and I forgot I also captured this province and haven't looked at it yet. Let's auto expand these. Make sure we're not missing out. And we've got a government admin here. We'll get that set up. Glassworks. Yeah, it would be nice if this was automated to just match the rest of my country. Nothing different here. I don't know if cotton might be different. What does refrigerated storage do? Less laborers? No, we want to use these laborers. I want to keep people employed rather than automating away their jobs. So Germany's number 2. I wonder what it'd be like to fight them. How are they doing in terms of their bonuses yet? They're still minus 54%. So I'm going to wait on that one. And my budget's not looking great. Do have a lot of military wages, a lot of welfare payments. Probably have a lot because of China. And how many peasants we just took on there. I should probably be just pumping through farms. And then clothing as well. What is that? Textile mills. Just the basic stuff that every pop needs regardless of how wealthy they are. Furniture. Probably electricity as well, because these are going to be powered plants. I'm hoping once we get some of these people employed that they'll stop being on benefits. There's still 78% peasants there, 86% peasants. Hopefully that'll decline. We'll get a lot of farmers now. Because that welfare payments, I think that's what's killing me. Government wages, understandable. I kind of planned for that. I wonder if I have any other policies that would help. I don't think so. Let's check institutions. No, not really. Could always do workplace safety. Keep more people alive. Up to 143 million. That is crazy. So I think the most sensible thing to do next would be to fight the most powerful country. Well, I like the Liberal Party, so I'll keep them. Can't go beyond the North CH, or I can't add more to the North CHQ with that guy because he's already level 5. I'll have to promote this guy. I wonder if people are migrating out of these other, my Chinese provinces. I'd have to look at it because there's so many people there, but there are other provinces where jobs might be more plentiful. I wonder why no one is leaving. I don't think I have a law that restricts migration. Yeah, no migration controls. Haiti wants to join our customs union? Okay. Trade agreement with Belgium? Yeah. Once my military gets back up to strength, which we're almost there, then I think it's time to fight the Germans. France declared us their rival. That's fine. I wonder if my relations are bad enough to declare war with Germany. Yeah, if we get compression ignition, that'll give us some of those diesel options. Start running down the debt a little bit. Start to get ready for this fight. Soldier's disease. I'd like to have maybe a little lower debt before I jump into a war. And hopefully with these other buildings that we've got going up, that we can build that credit limit as well. How do our prices look? Oh, Labor Party did really well. Glassware, electricity, electronics. Those are going to be the big ones we need. One of these has a power plant, yep. I don't want to fight in Chile. It's not what I'm after right now. All right. So now we can reform the government, which they're very unhappy with. Get those trade unions in. Okay, I think it's almost time. Our economy is growing. Our budget looks good. It is time to conquer the rightful Irish state of West Prussia. And let's add some war goals. Because I think there are more states that are actually part of Ireland, and always have been. East Prussia seems like a reasonable next step. And what else? Liberate a country. Pomerania seems reasonable to liberate. Did they back down? That is disappointing. I wanted to fight them. Wanted to fight Germany. Who else can I fight? France? Let's conquer Normandy. We are going to be very much in the infamous territory here. Let's puppet France. I think that's what I want to do. How's my navy doing? Can build some more in North Sea, or at least promote an admiral here. Make sure all of our ships are in a fleet. How's our army look? Now, I'm guessing the French won't back down from this because they would become a puppet, and I think those stakes are too high. Mobilize. Activate some conscripts. One thing I didn't think about with China, we don't have a lot of barracks there, but if we use a general from China and mobilize, we can get a lot of conscripts. Did they back down too? Everyone is backing down to me. I don't know what to do about this. Well, I think I can be satisfied with how far I've come. From a low-ranked subject of the British Empire, I'm now the most powerful country in the world by far as Ireland, having successfully bullied Germany recently as number 2. Their prestige dropped. France is now my subject. So I think we can call that a success. Ireland, or France is not my subject. They backed down and gave me Normandy, which is a pretty decent province to have. Germany gave me West Prussia because they feared the mighty Irish armies. Ireland also owns the Dominican Republic, the southern part of South America, a good chunk of southern Africa, and a chunk of Central Africa. Owns a good chunk of Arabia, the greatest oil-producing region on the planet. Owns part of Thailand, a good part of China, and then most of New Guinea and Micronesia. So we have turned Ireland into a worldwide empire by 1917. I'm going to wrap the series up right here. I think that's as far as my computer will take me at the current level of optimization. So I will see you in the new update for Victoria 3. Drop a comment if you have any ideas for countries you think would be fun to see me play in the next playthrough. And hope you're enjoying the game, and have a good one.